Right now, we are at the introduction to what I believe is one of the biggest algorithm shifts in YouTube in the past 5 years. I would say that there has rarely ever been a chance like this, rarely an opportunity like this when it comes to being a creator on YouTube and being successful as regular, normal people are becoming ultra famous on social media and making money from this. And the best part is, it is with video content that is just like this, that is low effort, that's genuine, that is just someone kind of giving their thoughts, their explanations, their expertise, and just the rawness. And we'll talk more about this later and my plans to take advantage of it with this channel, how some of my friends are doing it, how I'm seeing other creators already do it and just blow up, and how you can do it yourself. But in order for you to truly grasp what it is you need to do, you have to understand the context of YouTube and the history of YouTube and how we've kind of evolved to where we are now, to where this opportunity is happening and why this is inevitable, in my opinion, to how the change is going to happen. So if you don't know, YouTube in 2005, I think, actually started off just as a dating website. They had an idea, not the best idea, I would say, and it didn't really pan out. You were supposed to upload videos of yourself, kind of like a Tinder for video, from my understanding. It didn't really work out all that well, though. But what had happened, I believe, is we kind of saw what YouTube then started off as. People were just uploading funny videos. Nobody at this time was a creator yet. It was more so people were just uploading videos to the internet to be shared. The internet was still like this amazing kind of mysterious thing. It was really the digital, like, wild, wild west, I guess is how I would describe it. I was 5 years old, so, you know, I really can't give that much commentary on this part, I would say. But nobody at this time was a creator. It was just funny videos. And then the next major shift, I would say, happens around 2010. Once again, I was 10, so not that big of a commentary about that. I got started on YouTube when I was 14, though, so I'm kind of familiar with the kind of the last period of it before we got into what happened in 2015. But 2010-ish, that was when people actually started beginning to create. The first people I can think of are like Ray William Johnson, Smosh, kind of like the skit, funny style videos. People were now getting equipment, people were getting lights set up, people were like making the effort to try and make something that looked decently good, but it really wasn't about like money or businesses yet. It was just about being a creator to begin with. And then that kind of led to like the 2015, 2016 era where we start having vlogs. People are now making these creator type videos that are a little bit more higher quality. I would say more talking head is starting to emerge. People are realizing that you can build a business off of YouTube selling your own digital products, but you can also be a vlogger and make money through AdSense, and it was really good money back then. And so, you know, you're having like the Casey Neistats and those kinds of people as well. And then that kind of leads into 2018, which I think this 2018 era is really where everything happened that is making this opportunity of this algorithm shift possible. So this is when you had your Mr. Beast people emerge. This is when YouTube got crazy. This is when YouTube literally became professional entertainment, when it just wasn't about having a good camera or having a good light. It was, I need actors, I need a fucking stadium, I need the world's craziest idea, I need to travel to Antarctica, I need to travel to the poorest city in the world, I need a plane ticket to go 10,000 miles, I'm gonna take 100,000 steps in one day. This is when YouTube just got crazy. And the thing about it is, right, is it was successful. And it's still kind of successful, but it just became a game of a lot of copy and paste, essentially. And then it kind of transitioned to like you had to one-up yourself. And that just seems like a mess. It's just people are getting tired of that. And then also kind of what I would say is like tucked beneath it, under the surface, is also with the emergence of AI content and kind of how that is all playing out, which is kind of terrible in my opinion. I don't know how people are like watching these videos. And so the whole thing with the whole AI content that's really happened like the past year is like, okay, go to ChatGPT, ask it to write a YouTube script for you, then use a AI artificial voice that sounds literally like a robot to then record it and say it for you, and then pay an AI editor tool to like do like the world's shittiest editing with the world's shittiest subtitles, and then boom, spam that baby onto YouTube with some sort of topic, and this is YouTube automation, and you're gonna make a lot of money. I think people are making money from it, but it just baffles me, and like, I just don't see that taking over YouTube, and I think it will die out because the content, it's just so robotic, it's just not gonna work. And I think really in the past 2 years or so, there's been a lot of pressure building in terms of like the YouTube space. And let me explain what I mean. So what kind of leads to this is not only social media, but you have TikTok start to come in. And I remember TikTok was so funny because right now I'm filming on my camera. I remember I posted a high quality video on TikTok with like my camera. It looked really nice. It did shit. I did it again. It did shit. I did it again. It did shit. And then someone was like, hey, like just use your phone, go selfie style, record a video. And they started working so much better. Started getting thousands upon thousands of views. And I was like, damn, okay. And then there was also Instagram. And so on Instagram, it became less about your friends and more about celebrities, more about the trending stuff, more about comedians telling stand-up jokes. That's all my Instagram is like comedians and these weird clips of stuff. And so the main point is that on Instagram, I hardly see anybody that I know anymore actually in real life. And so it's not just YouTube that's changing the YouTube algorithm, it's just social media in general. I kind of think this goes for most platforms too, although Instagram's still a little weird. TikTok is more raw. YouTube's becoming more raw. But social media has just become less social. We see less of our friends. It feels more like everything is either this extreme entertainment. It feels like everything is just like these big businesses trying to market to you. And it's just getting out of hand. And so now this is where that pressure is finally starting to release. And this is the rare opportunity of where hopefully I can make videos just like this because I'm starting to see other creators make videos just like this, really no editing to it at all, and they are getting tons and tons of views. And also, I'll be honest with you, it's a lot more fun to make this style of content to where I don't have to read off a teleprompter, where I don't have to then export the video onto my computer and edit it and just spend all this time editing and just feel like I have to focus more on the editing than actually the content, so that way the editing almost tricks you to being more of better content. But I guess that means that without a script and without really doing the editing that insane and whatnot, I guess I'm more prone to ramble here, so that might hurt my retention, so be it. So here is my plan of what I'm doing based off what I'm seeing work for other creators who are taking advantage of this opportunity right now. And also, that kind of ties into my 2 beliefs on YouTube that have always been true. These are like the 2 things that I believe about YouTube that are true no matter what, no matter where the algorithm is going, it goes off of 2 things. And just if you can fit your content style into those 2 things, you will be successful. And God, if I make 100 videos just like this and this goes nowhere, it's gonna be rough. So my first belief about YouTube, that like I said, this goes for any algorithm change, this goes for any style of content, is that viewers are selfish. Now listen, you might be like, no, I'm not selfish, I'm always looking out for other people, I'm a very caring person. I believe you, I believe some days you're Mother Teresa, I get it. I like to think that myself too, I'm a very nice person, I'm trustworthy, loyal, good qualities, but I'm selfish too. Think about it. The reason you're watching this video right now and sticking around is because you want to know something that's going to better yourself, right? You clicked on this video, I'm making the title and this thumbnail of the video specifically so that way you are interested because you are selfish in gaining something yourself. Now, if you don't believe me, I'm just gonna scroll my YouTube homepage here and I'm gonna look at videos that have actually a lot of views and are doing well. And I'm gonna show you that it's all very much based on that people are selfish. So in order to get views, you need to appeal to someone's emotions or something that they want, their desires, in order to get views. All right, so this one right here is called How to Make a Living Off of Your Music. Selfish. This content creator, Eldre, shout out Eldre, he's a friend of a friend. I don't know him personally, but I've heard really good things about him. And we're in the same music producer niche over on that side of the world. Dude seems pretty nice, so no bad beef with him. But think about it. What's the #1 desire of any music artist? It's to make a living off of their music. That's why he titled the video, How to Make a Living Off of Your Music. Artist, the viewer is selfish. They want to learn that thing. Now there's also a caveat to that kind of changes that I'll talk about in another video. But yes, people do come in for selfish reasons and then people do start liking you as a creator. Not everybody, but some people do latch onto you as a creator and you can post whatever you want really for your own reasons and people would still watch it and enjoy it because they just like you in general. But that first has to start with you getting their attention in the first place if you want to make the most kind of quote unquote boring content that doesn't provide any value. It's just like a vlog, right? If you want people to care about your vlogs, you need to first give them a reason to care about you, which is probably gonna be a selfish video that you're making. Next video, 13 things to remove from your website instantly. This is actually a really, really good video. I'm actually gonna steal this title for something else. That's a whole other video to talk about how to get like title ideas from thumbnails and how much the idea matters in general. But people are watching this because they are afraid that something on their own website is getting them less customers or making their website perform worse. They selfishly want to improve their website and their performance of their website to probably make them money, so they are gonna watch this video because of that reason. This video, I failed at YouTube for 10 years. Another very selfish style video, right? The video isn't called something of like, what I learned on YouTube. That's kind of boring. Why I failed for 10 years on YouTube. I don't want to fail for 10 years. What does this guy know that maybe I need to know to prevent myself from failing on this channel, right? The reason I'm probably gonna watch this is because now I wanna know, why did he fail for 10 years? I don't wanna fail for 10 years, I am selfish. But with all of that being said about the first belief, that brings me to my second belief about YouTube. Now, this might sound a little contradicting, and I think I kind of like it, that's why I have it, but it's that nothing is guaranteed to work except a good idea. So like I said, I kind of mentioned it, we are in the music production niche, like my main channel that I'm a part of with my business, Heat, shout out the boys, I think they're watching this video. But essentially we help music producers on YouTube or social media, the guys who are getting eyeballs, guys and girls who are getting eyeballs, we help them then sell digital products to that audience. And so with that being said, we've also got some pointers about, hey, like tell us more about content, because if we make better content, we can probably get more producers to help out in the first place because of more awareness. And so we were recently talking to one of the creators that we know that has over, I think, 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. And he talked about one thing over and over again, and that was simply the idea of the video. And also the idea that you have of your channel, right? With this video, with sitting down and recording myself for 20 minutes or whatever and trying to do this frequently, there's risk. It's just like building a business, right? Nothing is guaranteed to work, but you can try to think about all the ways you would fail and hopefully what would give you the best chance to avoid failure. And so right now, I am putting all of my eggs into the basket of that this YouTube algorithm shift is going to be huge, and raw content like this will absolutely take over the platform. And I'm also betting on the fact that hopefully I'm good enough on camera, hopefully I'm entertaining enough, hopefully I have enough to be valuable to you because viewers are selfish. I'm hoping I have enough in the tank to make this work. So I'm putting all of my cards on this idea for this channel. And really, regular people are becoming influencers. That editing style of the retention editing, people are not really fucking with it anymore. Don't get me wrong, Mr. Beast isn't going to go broke. Those videos are still gonna pop off, but just keep your eye out on the next few weeks and months on YouTube and look to see what's on the upward trend, because I guarantee you it's gonna be content like this. So to wrap up this video, think about the two beliefs that I just gave you, and rather not you want to believe them or not. And rather not you think this algorithm shift is actually happening. I think it is. So if you agree with me, I think now is the time to hop on board. And I think the perfect way to end this video is that not only you as a viewer are selfish, because my retention graph probably dipped because people are like, oh, what's this guy just saying now? But as a creator, I'm just as selfish too. I'm hoping that I don't need to edit these videos all crazy at all, just post them on YouTube and I will be successful, or whatever my definition of that is. At least just make some friends, make some people, get an audience. That's what I want. Let's hope it works.